So we were talking about last Monday. We built these ranges on the boys club, and we're saying how, okay, look, we just had these legs higher. All right. The boys club, right? Just imagine that all you saw was this whenever we were looking at the charts last week. And we're saying, okay, Pepe gets listed on Coinbase, has a massive run up, does a 2x. Okay, great. Hits its all-time high, then we come back down and we start consolidating in this range. So what does this range do to people? We were talking about this last week. This range is supposed to get people bored because everybody who bought the top on Pepe right after it got listed on Coinbase, which we know some people who are like this, they buy the top on Pepe or they buy close to the top on Pepe, then they get these couple of weeks of ranging, this consolidation to make weak hands capitulate, sell, go buy something else that's pumping, make people chase, scare people out of their positions, try to get people to take profits early. That's what this is done to, that's what this is for. So they start to consolidate. Okay, other people they want to try to accumulate here. Great. So what happened during this range is, like we said, this is going to break out, and when it breaks out, it's going to go to the upside. Well, what happened? Okay, so on Saturday, right? So we showed this on Monday. So on Monday, all you could see was up until right here. It was right there. So then we come out through the rest of the week. It did exactly what we said it would, right? The exact thing.
Generational entry.
Generational entry. This mid-range, I'm going to tell you guys, I actually opened up my long right here. So this is where I opened up my long on Pepe. It was right here on this wick down, okay? Because it came down past the mid-range, and we were talking to you. We were saying this is going to break to the upside. So it came down past the mid-range. I bought and opened up my long right here. This long that I opened up here on Pepe is never going to get touched again. Okay. So I now have a free long on Pepe on 50x leverage or 75x leverage now, where I basically have zero money. I have pretty much minimal money put up, but I'm still printing 75x on it. I'll explain how that works later. But I opened up the long here. Great. So we break out of the range on Saturday. Boom, you get the one definitive breakout, and then look what happened. Pepe's just fucking pumping now. So Pepe made an all-time high here, range for 2 days, made another all-time high today. Okay? So it played out exactly how we said it was going to play out. So there you go. Boom. You got your generational entry on the Pepe long, like we put inside the Taylor's code. If you're inside the Taylor's code, you would have had that. If you're not, well, you missed it, of course. So you got to be a part of the organization to get stuff like that. Now, with Pepe, this is one thing I'm going to mention before we go into the next chart. Pepe, on a day where Ethereum is down 4%, Bitcoin is down 3.3%. Pepe just made a new all-time high today. So you guys have to understand how important that is. Pepe is supposed to be beta to Ethereum. Ethereum is down 4% of the day, and Pepe just made a new all-time high today. What does that mean? This is the difference between Pepe and all other meme coins this cycle. This is why Pepe is the king this cycle. The bid on Pepe is so strong that even when it's L1, its alpha that it's supposed to be trading against and outperforming is down 4% on the day, and Pepe is making new all-time highs. That means that not only is smart money invested into Pepe, which is important. So smart money is buying Pepe. Crypto natives, people who are native to crypto that, let's say, don't have $100 million, but they got a couple $100,000, couple $1,000, they're all buying Pepe. And retail is all buying Pepe. Retail is buying up on Robinhood, Coinbase, all these exchanges. They're buying the shit out of Pepe, regardless of what's happening to the L1. So that means that the bid, the speculative bid on Pepe is so strong. People are in so much belief that it's going to pump much higher than where it's at right now, that regardless of what Bitcoin and Ethereum are doing, they're buying the shit regardless. If you watch these markets on a day-to-day basis and have for this past year, 2 years, 3 years, this cycle, last cycle, you understand how important that is and how different that is compared to how other assets are moving. So that's my point.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think that people were saying a few weeks ago too that Dogecoin was going to be kind of the leader of the meme coin the whole meme coin realm for this cycle. And I mean, you look at Dogecoin, I think Dogecoin's down. I was looking at it earlier this morning. It's down like 6-7%. Oh yeah.
Right here.
Yeah. It's down 6.5% today. And Pepe's still cruising. So Pepe's on a mission of its own. It's definitely maturing as an asset because it's showing that even if its L1 is down on the day, significant amount. I think ETH is down, $150 today. It doesn't matter. It's just going to continue to cruise. So I know we looked at it last week. We looked at the chart that had all four of the boys club members listed on it, and it was showing how all of them are in such a similar structure right now. They were all building the bull flag that was clear as day to see. So what you guys need to be looking for, and like this weekend, if you pull up the Andy chart.
Yep. Look at what we drew last time too. It played out fucking perfectly. Look at that.
outperformed outperformed the estimation.
Yeah, yeah, it was actually more bullish than what I had anticipated. Look, I drew this on the Monday stream last week when we said, look, Andy's in this consolidation range. Andy's gonna break out to the upside, and I drew this arrow, boom, 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 to the upside. Well, holy shit! Look what happened. I only put on the 4 hour. Look what happened. It did exactly that. It went boom, 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 up to the upside. I mean, what else do you want me to show you? I don't understand what.
Fortune teller.
No Priesterdamus. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, go
So I
ahead. What
mean,
you're saying?
I mean, this pattern just continues to happen. So I thought this weekend it was a no-brainer because if you look at this range, I mean, as soon as Andy got up to the previous range high, it was instantaneous. As soon as it broke through the previous range high, it just snapped,
Yep.
and it went up, 10 to 15% in the matter of 4 hours, 5 hours. So this just continues to happen. I mean, it's been happening the past couple months. And I think the big thing for people to know and why you should have so much confidence buying the red days right now is the difference between a bull market and a bear market, especially for meme coins that historically experience a lot of volatility and have continued to done so or have continued to do so, is in a bear market like we were seeing at the beginning of 2023 before the big pump and then obviously through 2022, is whenever these coins would start to retrace, they wouldn't start to retrace a little bit and then range for a couple weeks ready to pump again. They would retrace and revert into a downtrend. And if you bought that first or second red day, you could end up getting another 30%, 40% pullback on your money before you saw any upside.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously that's not a very fun investing experience because, you really do start to think it's over. I mean, if it goes into a downtrend, it's kind of down only pretty much for 2-3 weeks. You start to shit yourself
Yep.
a little bit. But what we've seen the past few months is these coins do not do that. They might pull back 10 to 15%, and then they're just ranging for a couple weeks in their new range, just getting ready to pump again. And it just continues to happen.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that we've seen moves like we saw over the weekend on every member of the boys club. I mean, Landwolf went into price discovery this weekend. Pepe went into price discovery. Brett was pretty fucking close. And then Andy, again, price discovery this weekend. So all these coins continue to play the same pattern. Pump up 20, 30%, range a little bit. They're just waiting for Ethereum to finally make its big breakout move, finally break above 4,000 significantly up to like 46, 47, 4,800. And this is just going to continue to happen until it's too late. You miss the range. And then it's just going to, once ETH goes into price discovery, this shit's going to send.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to start pulling 50% moves in a day.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the thing. Like, you guys cannot wait until that happens. Like, you can try and sit around and wait for the perfect entry, wait for it to break below the mid range and try and, wait for that price point that you have in mind that you're going to jump in at, but you might never get it. And then you might wake up one day after Asia bids all night and you missed out on a 40%, 50% move. So it's just like, that's why I shoved last night on Brett. It's like, yeah, if I would have waited till today, I could have looked at the range a little bit more. I could have waited for the perfect entry. But in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't matter because these coins are pulling these moves with ETH down 4% on the day and just ranging at 4,000.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's not doing shit.
Yep.
So yeah, as soon as Ethereum, which historically we've seen end of December, January, February, that is true ETH season. Buy the shit now. Don't wait for the perfect entry.
Exactly.
Not financial advice, but
Yeah, exactly. Never financial advice. But